Hey there, Coach Michael Burt. I coach to a lot of business people and individuals around the world. It's a Sunday afternoon, so when I do my best thinking and contemplating and rejuvenation. My daughter's got a cousin over playing. My new 2-week-old's asleep. My wife's asleep, and I'm out riding my bike, listening to some podcasts and different things. And, it occurred to me that people need indicators in life, right? Like you need an indicator. And there are indicators that tell you you're headed in the right direction. And there are indicators that tell you you're headed in the wrong direction. For the purposes of this coaching session, I'm going to talk about indicators that you're headed in the right direction. Because I'm 43 years old, I've been coaching people since I was literally 15. I spent a decade as a high school women's basketball coach. I was studying the deep methodology of Covey. I have since come to believe that over the last 20-something years, my number one mission in life has been to activate what's called the prey drive in a person, an instinctual ability to see something and move toward it with an intensity and a persistence until you get it. Well, when you're moving toward things, you need indicators. And I wanted to give you some indicators that you're headed in the right direction. One indicator you're headed in the wrong direction is a stagnant position. You live in a state of fear. You will not make an investment in yourself or your team or your environment. You're basically getting the same production levels year over year. And maybe you don't even know what you don't even know, because you won't place yourself in a position for other people to help you. From 20 to, I became the head coach at 21, stubborn. I was hard-headed. I was overconfident. I had potential, kinetic energy that was stored until utilized, but I wasn't coachable. In essence, I was growing, but I was static. I was in a little bit of a static position. I needed a person to walk into my life and say, you headed in the wrong direction, man. I needed indicators. An indicator you head in the right direction is you're not only hungry, you're curious. And that curiosity is leading to you taking action. For example, you're investing in yourself. You're reading books. But you can read books and still be broke. You can go to seminars and still not do what the coaches tell you to do. You can, right? Like I see so many people, and I see potential in them, but the indicator is they're stuck because they won't invest. They won't reinvest in themselves. A good indicator for me in my life is that, I'm making investments that may or may not work, and I know that, right? Like it's a good indicator that I'm getting to a place where I understand money and I'm not afraid of losing money like I used to be. I'm placing myself around big time people. I'm reaching out to the smartest people in the world. I'm taking action on things. I'm not thinking about ideas. I'm not listening to the reactiveness of other people tell me how an idea won't work anymore. I'm beating I'm coachable, but I'm beating to the drum inside of me. I'm listening to my voice, which is why I'm going to build greatness factories, which is a vision I've had for years. And I've listened to people talk me out of those and why it won't work and why I don't need to do it, right? Like a good indicator is, man, I'm taking action. So there's indicators you're investing. I had a guy walk in the Greatness Factory the other day, and his friend had just signed up for our coaching program because he had a little internal feeling, right? This guy had a little internal feeling that, man, I want to get better. I want to level up. So he just reached out to me on Instagram, immediately signed up for my coaching program, indicator that he's serious. He goes and tells one of his friends. His friend shows up at the Greatness Factory, and he says, man, I have never done anything like this. I'm nervous. He probably said I'm nervous at least 5 times, but he said, I'm ready to level up. Took courage to walk in the Greatness Factory. Took courage to sign up for my boot camp, Flip the Switch. Took courage. That's an indicator. My buddy Tommy Davidson believes you need courage and you need confidence It's one of the things he believes you need. And he believes these are indicators that you're headed in the right direction. I agree. You know, for me, when I was 25 years old, I borrowed $2,500 from my mother, and I went to a workshop on the 7 habits of highly effective people. And I learned those 7 habits, man, and it changed my whole life. When I was 18, I had the courage to go to a bookstore, pick up a copy of the 7 habits. When I was 25, I had the courage to fly to Boston, which I'd never done before, by myself. I stayed in I think I rented a room in a nursing home or something. I didn't even know any better, guys. I was young and dumb and naive, but I had enough courage. That was an indicator I was headed in the right direction. So for you, if you ever fly, an airplane has an attitude indicator, and it's one of the most important things on a plane. And it says that you're either ascending, which means you're climbing, you are plateaued, or you're descending, you're landing. You want to get in your life that a good indicator is you're ascending. Every day in every way you're getting better and better. You're placing yourself around big time people. You're taking action on your hopes and dreams. You're moving. You're beating to that drum inside of you. You're beating to your voice. So I hope this encourages you today. You know, I remember when I got serious about my health, I dropped about 20, 25, 30 pounds. I got in the best shape of my life where I'm at today. And every day I check that scale. And my goal is 168, 165 to 168. It's an indicator, man. It's an indicator I'm gaining. It's an indicator I've plateaued out. It's an indicator I'm descending. Every month, my financials are indicators. I'm ascending, I plateaued, I'm descending, right? To this morning, I sat down with my daughter and I said, here are 10 things that indicate that you got a good attitude or a bad attitude, right? So let me ask you, man, what is your indicator saying? What is your attitude indicator saying? You ascending, you plateaued, or you descending? There's only 3 states of energy: dynamic, static, or entropic. Indicators, little steps, little compounded steps turn out to be big things in the future. I'm Coach Michael Burt. Everybody needs a coach in life.